All right, guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. Just a quick thought on the Terrence Crawford Sean Porter fight. There wasn't a lot going into the fight, to be honest. Um, but it was an entertaining fight nonetheless. I will say that Sean Porter did do good work in the fight. I will say that Sean Porter showed a lot of just different things that he does. It may have not been the most, how should I put it, visually visually pleasing fight, because you know how Sean Porter fights. You never know what kind of Sean Porter you're gonna get. And in this fight, we got kind of all types of Sean Porter. You know, it's crazy because at at certain points in the fight, he was kind of fighting amateurish, just darting in and out, bouncing up and down, you know. And then in other parts, he went back to the same throwback Sean Porter, which we know to be rough, aggressive, headbutts, elbows. And there were headbutts in this fight, by the way. So the thing is that it really kind of, I guess you can say, it just kind of came down to timing, really. It really came down to timing because of the simple fact that I would say in the first half of the fight that Sean Porter was doing his best work, and even Andre Ward had him up uh, in the fight, on the unofficial scorecards and what have you. So nonetheless, he was doing good work. Okay. Now, I guess you can say towards the latter part of the fight, Terrence Crawford started figuring him out more. And I guess Terrence Crawford did a good job at gauging the distance needed to kind of get some good work in and also get the timing needed to get what it is that he got at the end of the fight. And that was the KO victory. Now, the first thing to happen in that was the knockdown when in the 10th round. I think he knocked him down in the 10th round. And so after that to follow, there was a flurry of shots, and those flurry of shots just basically overwhelmed Sean Porter, and the other knockdown happened. But then it was kind of weird because then Sean Porter's father ended the fight, and it didn't really look like Sean Porter was hurt. It didn't really look like he was buzzed or anything. It looked like the knockdowns mostly happened from timing. And so uh, Kenny Porter waved off the fight, and the fight was over. They stopped the fight. And I was kind of surprised, that Sean Porter's father stopped the fight, because of the simple fact Sean Porter didn't look that hurt. I mean, it just looked like he just got caught, timed, and that's how the knockdowns happen. But he didn't really look in a way like hurt or anything. He didn't really look like that. So that's why I was just kind of surprised that he ended it. Now, Sean Porter has announced that he's going to retire from boxing. And I mean, at the end of the day, I don't blame him, because I think he figures that, okay, if he goes to another coach, that he would be betraying his dad. So that's why he just rather retire than go through the motions of going to another coach. And then on top of that, what is there left to do for him at welterweight when he's fought every single body at welterweight, except for one guy who I'm going to bring up later. But he's pretty much fought everybody. So, I mean, there's really nothing left to do at the division. And I guess he said he doesn't want to be a gatekeeper. So, kudos to Sean Porter for a good career. And, I mean, he has two things going already. He has his podcast and he has the, besides his podcast, he has his commentary duties. He'll commentate on certain fights. So, I mean, his retirement, he ain't bad off. Like, he's not bad off at all. You know what I mean? He's set for retirement. But from watching this fight, I can say one thing. It's unpopular opinion, but Jaron Ennis would hurt Terrence Crawford very badly. Because the shots that Sean Porter were catching him with, those same shots, if Jaron Ennis were to hit him, it's different over here. So I really, truly still believe that Jaron Ennis would hurt him. So the question is, like, what's his plans? Is he going to unify with Ugas, or what is the plans? That's what I would like to know, really. But anyhow, I'm actually, I know for a fact that Jaron Ennis will fight Sean Porter, but I think that he wouldn't want to go out like that. Sean Porter wouldn't want to go out like that, because I truly believe that Jaron Bruce Ennis is the best welterweight. I truly believe that Jaron Ennis is the biggest puncher at welterweight. And with that being said, that's all I got for now, guys. The only thing I can say is Earl Spence was in the building. And I guess he was kind of just baffled at the stoppage that his father did, Kenny Porter. So he just left, Maybe there will be an undisputed fight at 147. Who knows? But anyhow, Fuller signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Inshallah.